My choices were Hollywood or engineering. I chose engineering.
Action.
Hi guys, this is Yusuf here. We're live in Goa and I'm gonna pass the floor to my next guest, Mr. Ajeet Khurana, who needs no introduction. He's one of the OGs of the Web3 space. And let's move over to him and get a few questions. So, first question, Mr. Ajeet. How is Goa? How are you enjoying it?
I'm going to replace that with another question. So you should know this, that I have been having conversations such as this for years, when it begins by saying he needs no introduction. So I'm a man with no introduction. As in, I've never been introduced, because people tell me I don't need to be introduced. And I'm like, when will mine happen? When will I get a chance to get introduced? Right? So everybody doesn't need it. So hey, my name is Ajeet. I've been around in the crypto space for some time. That's the introduction. How is Goa?
That's a pretty good introduction.
Goa, with due apologies to everybody who thinks they should be apologized to, is the best place in India.
Okay.
One of the top places in the world, but it's the best place in India. I'm not from Goa originally, right? So it is not as if I'm saying my place is the best, but it is a place where I have the largest number of vacations. It is a place where I like it in all seasons, even this somewhat crazy, humid season that we are in. So Goa is great. Thanks.
Awesome. You know what? Let's cut straight to the chase because we have a lot of crypto founders who are watching this recording. So I want to ask a generic question to you, right? From the top of your head, what is one solid advice for an Indian budding crypto entrepreneur? What is the number one advice you would give to them?
So, Yusuf, I hear that you have a 17-year-old son. Is this true?
I don't know where you got that news from. I can't confirm or deny that statement.
If this were actually the truth, and you were in dad mode, not in the mode you are currently in, and your son asks you, what should I do with myself in life? And let us, for simplification for this audience, and I'm still answering your question.
True.
Let us say you were considering two choices.
One
is you were considering that he, or it could be a daughter also, can be an engineer. Or could go and do BSc in microbiology. Let's make it BSc in physics. Right? And you have no specific preference, nor does your son. Right? What are you likely to choose, assuming this was the situation?
The path that I think would prime him for the most success, thinking of a typical Indian dad's mind.
Absolutely. Which means the way we choose our actions, unless you have a specific choice, if I want to eat crab and you want to eat paneer, that's different. But if I'm like, let's eat something good, we are shaped by our environment. So the answer would be engineering. In the question that I gave you, most likely. Right? Of course, if your son wants to study physics, then that's a different thing. Right? Or then there's a third choice and the 100th choice. What I'm trying to point out is that in the crypto space, there are a lot of truths that are not the truth. For example, over the last 1.5 to 2 years, we had Axie immediately bring play to earn, and then do walk to earn, step to earn, and crazy stuff to earn, right?
Yeah, we know that.
And the point is, hey, cool, you're earning. Where's the money coming from? Either it is coming from you and you are actually losing money, or it is coming from somewhere. And that somewhere is not clear. Yet the play to earn or do X to earn models are shot up. What is happening is that because investors, users, customers, community, ecosystem starts giving value to a certain model, we are pressured into believing that it is a reasonable model. And we will not ask the question. What is different in crypto compared to others, let's say the stock market or the startups, is that these rules are actually wrong and they cannot last more than one bull cycle. Like for example, the bear market had not come, Wall would not happen, Terra Luna would not happen, right? WazirX would still happen because that is not related to the bear market.
No comment.
Yes. He's the one at fault. That's where the guilt comes from when he says no comment. I mean, obviously, you are not Mr. WazirX, why should you have a comment? But the fact is that there are a lot of crypto models which are bull market only.
True, absolutely.
Stay away from those. That is my advice. Stay away from unsustainable models because it might not be a rug pull, but it might be a market pull. Bull markets don't last. Bear markets also, by the way, never last. That would be my biggest advice.
That is really interesting advice. It's a thesis that I've been building out as well. Because some of the largest companies that we've had come out in crypto have been built during severe bear markets, right? Or like during harsh bear markets. So I think this statement really holds true. One thing I've been meaning to tell you for the last couple of days is I really like your hair, man. It's amazing. Like this hair flip is something that you got going on.
Yeah, you know, my choices were not BSc Physics or engineering. My choices were Hollywood or engineering. I chose engineering. Yeah. But I still have some Hollywood hair.
Okay, so let me flip the script for a second. You know, people generally always ask you questions, right? You are a veteran in this space and you know, you get bombarded with questions. Now, I'm a beginner. I'm a noob in crypto. What is one question that you would like me to answer? And maybe not representing everybody, but maybe a few of us, I can speak for us. So is there any question to understand?
I have two questions.
Okay.
One of which I am worried you may not be in a position to give an honest answer. So
I don't have a 17-year-old son. No, that's not.
So I can ask you that question, but the thing is, it's a very difficult one to be honest about because you truly may not know the right answer.
Sure.
And nor would I in your position.
Okay.
So I'll begin with that. And if I feel that I'm not happy with your answer, I'll ask an easier question.
Okay, sure.
If there were not enough money, which means digital assets price rising, investors giving money because you are a token issuer, NFTs doing well, if there were not enough money in the system, is Web3/crypto/blockchain or whatever name we choose to give this, is it intrinsically attractive enough for you to have been in it nonetheless?
No, that's my honest answer. Money is a big factor when it comes to pulling you in, right? And this has been the reason I lost a lot of money, which is why I was tempted to go down the rabbit hole, as we call it, and start researching into crypto. So the layered answer was initially it's no, but once I went down the rabbit hole, I started hanging out on the internet, right? In Reddit rooms, in Discord rooms, in Telegram groups. What I found were communities, right? And the power of community. A lot of times I've come across this statement, in crypto we don't have MVP, which is minimum viable product. We have the MVC, which is minimum viable community. And this is something that has, you know, brought me a sense of identity or belonging in a phase or a time period where a lot of us are going through multiple identity crises, right? Like people ask me, where are you from, what do you do? I don't know what to answer to them, it's not an easy question for me. But now somebody walks up to me, and I'm sure you know this by now, we do quack quack. So that's from Madras now, that's the community that we run. And the thesis of this community is very simple. It's just to get to know each other and have fun with it. And no shilling. You know, in crypto we have this term shilling, where people are just going on and on yapping about their projects. So we just say quack quack if he's talking too much. So you know, we know not to talk about like too many projects or things like that. And so that is one thing, right? To come back to your answer, if intrinsically it had no financial incentive, would I have been in this space? Absolutely not. But having come into this space, I realized that the power of communities is so strong, you can rally around and make anything happen.
No, in fact, I'm very proud of the question I asked, but not because the question was great, but the answer was very good. Thank you very much for having me, Yusuf. Thank you very much for watching this.
Thanks guys. Wag me.
Quack quack.
Quack quack.